The front door swung open with a heavy thud. David Sterling, one of the city's most respected millionaires, froze mid. His marble hallway was silent, too silent. Then he heard it. Soft, broken sobs coming from the kitchen. He followed the sound. There, on the cold white tiles, knelt Grace's maid. Her dark uniform was smeared with red. Blood covered her trembling hands. "Grace," David's voice cracked. "What have you done?" She looked up, eyes wide with panic and tears. "Sir, please, it's not what it looks like." David's heart pounded. The stainless steel knife lay beside her, its blade wet. On the counter, a trail of blood dripped down into the sink. He stepped back. "Grace, whose blood is that?" Her voice broke. "It's mine, sir." But before she could explain, David had already picked up his phone, his finger hovering over 911. Grace's voice trembled. "Please, sir, don't call. It's nothing criminal, I swear." David's jaw tightened. "Nothing criminal. There's blood everywhere." He glanced around the broken glass on the floor. A shattered plate, drops of red scattered across the white countertop. His mind ran wild. She kept her head bowed. I cut myself. While cleaning, he repeated coldly. "And that's supposed to explain this mess." Grace nodded quickly, clutching a dish towel to her hand, but her knees were shaking. She looked so small, helpless. Even David sighed, pacing. "Grace, I trusted you. My son's been home all week, and I can't have strangers bleeding all over my kitchen." Her lips quivered. "I didn't mean to scare anyone. I tried to stop it before you came." "Stop what?" "My hand," she whispered. "It wouldn't stop bleeding." David's eyes narrowed. He'd hired Grace 6 months ago. Polite, always early, never complained. He didn't know much about her, except that she sent most of her wages back home. He looked closer now. The towel she held was soaked through. Crimson stains had seeped into her sleeves. Her face was pale, sweat on her forehead. "Grace, you need a hospital," he said. "No," she blurted out, louder than she intended. Her voice echoed off the marble walls. "Please don't. I can't afford it. I'll lose my job if I leave." David froze. "Lose your job?" Her tears spilled over. "People don't keep maids who cause trouble." He stared at her, stunned. Something inside him twisted. She wasn't scared of the blood. She was scared of him. He softened his tone. "Grace, no one's firing you, but you can't hide something like this." She shook her head, clutching her hand tighter. "You don't understand. It's not just a cut." He stepped closer. "Then what is it?" She hesitated, her voice barely above a whisper. "It's from the night shift. I cleaned at the diner too. The blade slipped while I was washing dishes." David blinked. "You work another job?" "Yes, sir," she said. "I come here at 7 every morning, and after this, I go to the diner till midnight." David's phone slipped from his hand, clattering against the counter. A daughter he'd never even known. He knelt down slowly beside her. "Grace, why didn't you tell me?" She smiled weakly. "You didn't hire me to tell stories, sir. You hired me to clean your home." He swallowed hard. He looked at her hand again, deep gash across the palm, bleeding through the cloth. "Why didn't you go to the hospital?" he asked again, voice trembling now. "I tried," she whispered, "but they wanted payment before treatment. I left." David's breath caught. The idea of someone being turned away for help, it felt foreign, cruel. He reached for his jacket pocket, pulling out his car keys. "Come on, we're going to the hospital." "No, please." "Grace," he interrupted, his voice gentle but firm. "You've spent months cleaning my house. Let me do something decent for once." Her eyes widened in disbelief as he helped her up carefully, his hand steady on her arm. For the first time, she didn't look like a maid. She looked like a mother, tired, hurting, but proud. At the hospital, doctors stitched her wound. Grace sat quietly, her hands bandaged, her eyes distant. David waited outside, pacing. When the nurse handed him the bill, he didn't flinch. He paid it all, then added a donation for patients who couldn't afford care. An hour later, Grace came out, surprised to see him still there. "You stayed," she said softly. "Of course," he replied. "I couldn't just leave." Her eyes filled with tears again. "Sir, I don't know how to thank you." He shook his head. "Don't thank me. I should have known what you were going through." Grace looked down. "Most people don't care to know." David sighed. "Maybe that's the problem." They walked out into the cold night air. The city lights shimmered off the car windows. "Grace," he said after a pause, "how much do you make at the diner?" $300 a week, she murmured. He nodded slowly. "Not anymore. You're done with that job. I'm promoting you here to house supervisor. Full benefits, double the pay." She gasped. "Sir, please," he said quietly. "Let me do something right." Grace's tears rolled freely now. "You have no idea what this means for me, for my daughter." David smiled. "Then we'll call it even." As they drove home, the mansion's lights glowed softly in the distance. The silence between them wasn't uncomfortable, it was peaceful. That night, David couldn't sleep. He kept seeing her hands, the blood, the fear, the strength. He realized something he never had before. Wealth doesn't define worth. Humanity does. Hate divides, but kindness heals. You never know someone's story until you choose to listen.